Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG'S coming at you from the foundations of the jungle railway line in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were working on upgrading our tree farm, and in this episode, my friends, I am super excited because we are going to be installing an item elevator. I've done my research and I think I know what the jazz I'm doing, so today we're going to be getting a little bit technical, man. It is going to be absolutely sweet. I hope you got a tasty-ass beverage, something crunchy to snack on, because it's time to play some Minecraft Survival, guys, and we are over here in the foundations of the jungle railway line because, quite excitingly, over the last week or so, there's been quite a few new subscribers to the RENDOG channel, and man, you guys probably haven't seen this giant project that we're currently working on. I know that I've mentioned it in the last couple of episodes, but I wanted to come over here to start today's episode to show you guys the reason, well, one of the reasons anyway, why we are upgrading the wood farm. Well, before we get into that, I just want to thank all of you new subscribers and welcome you to the channel. I hope you're having an awesome time, and I hope that you're going to be with me for a while. You know, we're playing Minecraft, baby, and it's so freaking awesome to get new people on board, and it's so awesome to see that some of you guys are doing RENDOG marathons and pumping through the videos like nobody's business, and it warms my heart. But anyway, guys, this is the jungle railway line for those of you guys who haven't seen it yet, and basically what this railway line is designed for is to connect the mob castle spawner over there to Grand Molehole Station, essentially connecting Molehole Castle and the Mole City to our brand new mob spawner that we're currently working on. And as you guys can see, this jungle railway line is going to require a ton of resources and a ton of wood, mostly because this giant jungle tree that you see over here that is supporting the railway line needs a bunch of jungle wood logs to be able to build these to build it, and there are going to be numerous numbers of these giant trees. In fact, there's probably going to be 3 or 4 of them throughout the railway line, which is pretty insane. So we're going to need a ridiculous amount of jungle wood to do this, guys, and the wood farm is really going to help a long way to getting our freaking coffers jam-packed with juicy ass logs. And as you guys can see, the railway line goes all the way to Mob Castle over here, which is basically a giant dark room mob spawner, for those of you guys who don't know. And this is another one of our open projects that we're working on currently. It is functioning right now, but it's looking kind of freaking ugly. We still have a lot of work to do in here, and we're going to be doing that over the next sort of 20 or 30 episodes of season 4. So lots of really awesome stuff to be doing in this Minecraft Survival series. Now, guys, there is something else that I wanted to talk to you about today that I am super excited about. Some of you guys know this already, but I have just started, literally yesterday, a brand new Minecraft modded series, which is replacing the Feed the Beast series on my channel. And this is a modded Minecraft series on Iskel's freaking server, on Iskel's Survival Stories 3 server. Survival Stories 3 is an incredible mod pack that Iskel has put together with a team of developers, and it is just the most beautiful and most epic mod pack that I think I've ever seen in my life, and I'm having such an amazing time playing modded Minecraft on that server, and Iskel is also doing a series at the same time. So if you haven't checked that modded series out yet, man, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you've been, man. You had your freaking head in a rock or something. Go and check it out, guys. Link in the description box below. And there's a whole bunch of awesome modded Minecraft coming on my channel. We are rebuilding the Ren Star from Feed the Beast, from the Feed the Beast series, and it is going to be awesome. Welcome back, Cyberdogs, to the brand new improved groves of Rentopia. Man, as you guys can see, it is looking freaking jazz-tastic around here, man. I have spent many hours on this grove now, and I'm very, very happy with how it's turned out. Most of the changes I've made has been because of the amazing comments and hints that you guys have been leaving over the last couple of episodes. You guys have been smashing those comment sections like nobody's business. So thank you to everybody who's been leaving me all the amazing advice that you've been leaving to improve this grove. Now, I'm going to take you guys through a a couple of the changes that I've made to the Grove, and I think that we are now at a place that we can be extremely happy with the Grove, and also I think it's going to be delivering pretty much exactly the way that we want it to. So let's start with the aesthetics of the place, okay? I've spent a little bit of time trying to make this place look as beautiful as possible. I've added this platform that runs all the way around the circumference of the Grove, mixed it up with spruce wood planks and acacia wood planks, and doesn't that look really cool? It looks like a very well worn and well walked on platform, which is the look that I was going for. I've also added this really cool stone wall barrier around the whole place, and I've added these glowstone lampage installments throughout the wood lanes, which I think looks pretty awesome. I was going to put the glowstone underneath the ice, but of course that actually ended up melting the ice, which was a bit derpy, and that really wasn't working out. But I'm really happy with how the glowstone is looking now. The place looks absolutely awesome. You can imagine it filled with trees. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. I've also installed all of the water sources in all of the lanes, the aqueduct lanes, and I'm pretty much sure, I've tested it numerous times now, I'm pretty much 100% sure that these lanes are going to be delivering the logs, apples, leaves, and saplings all the way to the processing facility in exactly the same way, exactly the way that I want it to work. Now, there is going to be a little bit of loss with the items over here. Any of the items that we cut down that land in these positions are obviously not going to get pushed into the stream. Well, that one did, but you know, some of them are just going to land like that. And I guess there's probably going to be a 20-25% loss of items from the Grove facility. But you know what? That's okay. I'm not trying to make the most efficient, most ridiculously overpowered Grove here. I'm just trying to make something that looks beautiful and functions correctly. And I reckon that this is going to do the trick for us, and it's going to help us build that jungle railway line like nobody's business, man. It's going to be awesome. Now, one of the other big changes that I made to the Grove was that I added a couple more double lanes. A lot of you guys pointed out to me that I was being an absolute noob, thinking that spruce wood and jungle wood only needed a single lane to grow. Of course, we can grow giant spruce wood trees and giant jungle wood trees, as well as the dark oak wood trees, which are 4 saplings big. So 4 saplings are going to make a giant jungle wood tree. Four saplings will make a giant spruce wood tree, and of course that is going to help us to save on bone meal too, because bone mealing one of the 4 saplings is going to give us one of those giant trees, and we're going to get a much bigger yield of wood from these big trees. So it took me a butt long time to install these things, because I had to extend the width of this Grove by quite a bit, as you can see. But I'm very happy with how it's turned out now. It is definitely worth the grind. So that is looking absolutely freaking fantastic. I also extended the length of the Grove in this way, and that was basically just for OCD purposes. I wanted the spacing between the glowstone lamps to be exactly the same. So this space, I believe, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks long, and this space is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks long. So got the OCD under control over there, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, this place is almost ready for planting now, which is absolutely epic. Of course, what we still need to do is install some sort of a collection mechanism, which we're going to be working on today, and then we're going to have to work on some sort of an automatic delivery system that's going to deliver all of the freaking goods coming out of our Grove to the lumber mill in the Viking district of Mill City, which is what we are going to build in the upcoming episodes. So lots of stuff to do right here in the Grove build, and I am super freaking pumped, man. Now, before we get started on the collection mechanism for the Grove resources, my friends, I wanted to quickly show you how I set up these delivery aqueducts, because I think they turned out kind of clever, and I'm pretty happy with them. As you guys can see, I've added a water source underneath the wall here, in between each of the wood lanes, and basically what these water sources are doing are pushing items in this direction, so the items are going to flow all the way over there into the final delivery aqueduct, and of course any items that land on the back line here will also be pushed into the delivery aqueducts. As you guys can see, any item landing in the water streams along the back line is eventually going to head into one of the aqueducts, and that is of course because the item is going to shoot across this ice block and into the next adjacent stream. So I thought that was quite a clever way to do this. And of course, we looked at how we did the aqueducts in the previous episode, where we were just using signs to extend the water flow all the way to the end. What I've also done is I've extended the water flow all the way to the final block here. Some of you guys pointed out that in the previous design, any items that were landing at this end position wouldn't get pushed into the final delivery aqueduct. So that's been done, and I think that these aqueducts are now functioning at full freaking blast, and man, I'm super happy with how it's turned out. I'm very proud of how this build is turning out, man. It is so sweet. Cyber dogs, the time has come to get down to the nuts and bolts of today's episode. Oh baby, it's time to get freaking technical, man. Give me 1 second while I take a sip of this beverage. Ah, man. Tea. Fuel for any technical Minecrafter like nobody's business. Alright guys, let's review exactly what we are trying to achieve over here. Any item that falls into our Grove aqueducts is going to be delivered to this position over here. And what we want to do is move those items from here all the way up to, I don't know, 5 or 6 blocks above land. And of course, well, the reason we are doing that is because we want to send all of those items to the Viking district of Mole City, where there will be a lumber mill processing facility where we will be able to handle all of the wood and all of the stuff coming out of here. So we have to figure out a way to move those items upwards. And when you think about it, it's actually quite a tricky task if you don't have an interesting trick to use. You know, you'd have to use aqueducts and dispensers and hoppers and all of that sort of jazz. But guess what, guys? There's actually a really, really simple way to do this. Now, this freaking cow has gone into this pit, and it is driving me crazy. Cow, you can't be in here, man. Dang it, I'm doing technical Minecraft jazz. What in the name of all that is holy are you doing in there? Now, guys, there is a very simple way to get these items to travel upwards, and that is by installing a build called an item elevator. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this in today's episode. As you can see, my inventory is filled with a whole bunch of awesome stuff. And don't worry, in the next episode, we're going to be working on a really technical redstone build. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But today we are focusing on getting these items to travel upwards. And the way that we're going to do this, guys, is by using a little trick with fences and blocks. I don't know how to explain it really other than that, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how this is done. Now, this obviously wasn't invented by me, and I've taken this idea from Mumbo Jumbo, who does this all the time in his series, and it's actually a really clever and really simple way to get items to move upwards. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. So what we want to do is install a fence at the end of our ice aqueduct, and then another fence directly after that one, and then all we are literally doing is surrounding the fence like so. And what we're going to do is basically force the items through this central column of blocks over here. Essentially what we are doing here is exploiting a glitch, right? Because the item lands in that fence, it's got nowhere to go, it can't go forward, it can't go left or right, and it can't go backwards either. So what it does is it goes upwards and it travels through the center of this column over here. It's actually really awesome. I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works. Now, what the most important thing for me with this build is to ensure that this build turns out absolutely beautiful. As well as being technical and as well as working the way that I wanted to, I wanted to also look really, really cool. So what I thought we could do was use glass as the central column, so that we'll actually see the wood and all the items traveling up the chute. And then what I thought we could do was install basically like a, I don't know, like a tower of some kind, and we could use this really cool dark oak wood loggage, which I think looks fan-freaking-tastic. And you know, this could be the pillars for our item transport unit, I guess, what this is going to be called. Now, the most important thing, of course, for this entire build is to find a way to deliver the item once it's from up here to the Viking district over there. And to do that, we are going to be using a smart chest cart loader. And that does sound pretty complicated, guys, and pretty scary, but I have found a build that is going to work really, really well, and we're going to be doing that in the next episode. But firstly, we need to discover and we need to figure out whether or not this is going to work correctly. So I think that I've installed the item elevator correctly over here. So let me just double check. So there we go. The item's going to go straight through that fence into the last fence. It's going to bounce. It doesn't know where to go. It's going to go straight up, and it's going to end up at the top of this item elevator. So there's only one way to actually test this sucker to see if it actually works, and that is by throwing some items into our aqueducts. Let's just put a ladder over here so that we can come and review once we've done it. So I tell you what, guys, I'm going to plant some trees. We're going to cut them down, throw some items into the aqueducts, and then we're going to go check if our item elevator has actually worked on the other end. Oh baby, it's going to be sweet. Alright guys, just been planting some saplings over here in the grove. I'm ready to grow these giant trees, which is going to be awesome. Oh baby, look at that. That is so much wood. It is crazy, man. And of course, jungle tree is massive. Look at that. That is completely insane. And of course, we've got the dark oak wood tree, which is kind of dwarfed by the enormity of this jungle wood tree, right? Look at that. That is an insane amount of resources right there, guys. Oh man, this farm is turning out so freaking sweet. So what I'm going to do, guys, is chop down some of these damn trees and get some of the loot into the aqueducts, and then we'll be able to go and check whether or not our item elevator has actually worked correctly. Oh dang it, freaking tree, let me get up there, man. Just wanted to quickly bring you back, guys, for the beautiful view that we have over Mole City and Rentopia. Isn't this awesome up here? Just got to the top of this junglewood tree over here and literally had my mind freaking blown. So gorgeous, man. Alright, my friends, the jungle tree has been taken down, and you can see saplings are falling, and that sapling landed directly in the aqueduct, which is awesome. There's also a freaking zombie in the aqueduct, which is kind of awkward. Freaking bastard. But check it out, guys. We are now going to be able to test whether or not our item elevator has worked. We know that items have definitely been sent there. There's definitely been a couple of saplings that have gone in that direction. Let's throw a couple of logs in here too, just so that we can test. And why don't we run along the aqueduct like this and just drop as many of these logs here and there, freaking willy-nilly, just to make sure that the aqueducts are delivering correctly. We'll run around the other side of the grove to make sure that the items haven't got stuck anywhere. And it looks like everything is working beautifully. I'm not seeing any items trapped anywhere, which is fantastic. Let's have a look in the delivery aqueduct. Yes, so they've definitely all been sent to the item elevator. And are they at the top of the item elevator? That is the question. And it looks like the item elevator has freaking failed because it hasn't pushed the items far enough, right? The items have... No, you bastard! You know what, Cyberdogs? I'm actually quite pleased that creeper blew up my item elevator, because you know what? I actually configured the thing incorrectly, which is a little bit of a derp on my end. Yes, I know, many face palms. Sorry, my friends. Anyway, let's do this again and do this again properly. All right, my friends? So basically, what I failed to do was configure the bottom blocks correctly. And what we should have done on the final fence over here is surrounded with solid blocks, right? And then on the front fence, surround the front fence with glass blocks. So now, when the item arrives in this position, it goes through this fence because it's not a solid block. It gets to this location and bounces off the solid blocks, and the fence in the middle, which is also a solid block, which in essence shoots the block up the elevator. So we can start installing the glass from this position, and in the previous design I think we installed it from the very bottom row. So it was a very small mistake, but basically broke the elevator completely. And you know, that's one of the really interesting and also frustrating things about doing technical Minecraft, is that if you mess up one blockage, one freaking thing somewhere in your complex build, it can mess up the entire system. And that's pretty much what I did there. But guys, we are just getting started with getting technical in the series, so please do forgive me. You know, I got to do a lot of research. I got to try get my mind around the mechanics of the game and all of that sort of jazz. So you know, I'm a derp a lot, but you know, please forgive me, my friends. I know that together we will get there in the end, and hopefully we will all become better Minecrafters. That is the plan anyway. Well, let's get these aqueducts now completely installed and make sure that those items will flow directly into the center of our sorting machine, of our item elevator, our sorting machine. Jeez. Spoilers for future videos right there. But there we go, guys. That is the new freaking item elevator, the way that we should have built it. Now, if we do a little bit of a test with one item over here, we should see this bit of dark oak wood loggage shoot directly up the center of this item elevator. Let's check it out. There it goes. Boom. Look at it. Look at it go up. Oh, that is so awesome. That is exactly what I wanted to happen there, guys. And yeah. Apologies to all of you freaking survival pros out there who saw the facepalm from the very first moment I did it. I know you guys are going completely crazy, but you know what? Mistakes get made, okay? But I'm super stoked with this. Let's do another final little test over here. Throw some items into our aqueducts and then go check out our item elevator. And I want to see these items flowing up the center of our elevator. Let's see if we can get a nice vantage point from this position. Oh, geez, how quickly did they travel? There we go, look at that. Okay, let's throw a ridiculous amount into the stream. Let's see if we can try and break it. Nope, it's going all the way up to the top. Look at that. Traveling really, really nicely, which is very, very good news for us. Oh, baby, that is awesome. Let's just get some ladders up here so that we can climb to the top and collect all of that jazz. Now, the next big step for this build, my friends, is going to figure out a way to collect all of these items that are accruing at the top of our item elevator and then to send them to the Viking district. And we're going to be installing a couple of really awesome redstone circuits to do that in the coming episode. It's going to be awesome, guys. Just one more thing to do in today's episode, of course, that is to head over to the Dogolith. I know, Cyberdogs, it's been a long ass time since we've done some Dogolith entries, but here we are. I've got 8 more of you guys to add today, and we're going to start with YouTube subscribers Josh Kogan, Mr. Busy B77, Young Nick, and Melly Moo Moo Rose. Welcome to the Dogolith, my friends. Thank you for being subs and for all of your support on my videos. And now from dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community, we have got Mad21 Skills, Striker Fang, Odinator, and Assassin12314. Welcome to the Dogolith, my friends. You've been immortalized in the interbubs forever. And guys, remember, if you want to get your butts onto the Dogolith, you need to be subscribers of the Rendog channel. Leave me a comment here and there on my videos. I choose you guys randomly from my comments. You can also join dogcraft.net, the official Cyberdog fan community. There's a link in the description box below where you can leave your YouTube username to be chosen on to be added to the Dogolith. And guys, I want to tell you some awesome news about dogcraft.net. For those of you guys who haven't checked it out yet, it is my official fan site. It's been going for about 4 years now, and we have such an incredible community on the site. It is absolutely amazing. I hang out on the site pretty much every single day in live chat. If you want to come and meet me and come and talk to me, that is the place. And of course, if you want to make some more Cyberdog friends, meet some new people, young and old, it's all happening on dogcraft.net. We've got forums, we've got chats. We've also got an extremely exciting development on dogcraft.net going on right as we speak, my friends. We are in the process of finalizing the launch for the Cyberdog fan community server, and it is going to be 100% free to join Minecraft survival server, where you guys will be able to come and play with me and other Cyberdogs playing Minecraft survival, amplified survival, UHC, Skyblock, and a whole bunch of other awesome Minecraft mods. And in order to get your butts onto that server, you need to be a part of dogcraft.net. So there's no better time than now to go and join the Cyberdog community. Come and join the family, come and hang out with us on dogcraft.net and get your butts on the Cyberdog Nation Minecraft server when it launches in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be absolutely awesome, my friends. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, we're going to get even more technical, and hopefully we will not facepalm and derp it up. It's been RenDoGoodieDog playing Minecraft Survival, my friends. Had such an awesome time and can't wait to see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody! Everything north of Worldspawn belongs to us. The Cyberdog Nation. What in the jazz was that? Okay. I think one of those slimes just jumped on my freaking head.